What's up, Internet? Welcome to Fireside Weekly News Roundup. Before we jump into your news, I want to cover a couple things. Moving forward, tech and gaming topics won't be separated into two different segments anymore. There will only be one host, whether it's me, Rex, or Harry, or someone else, at least most of the time. Also, the last episode of FWNR for 2020 will premiere the weekend of the 19th and will return on the 9th of January because of the holidays. The final thing I wanted to touch on real quick is a Thankmas fundraiser that we will be taking part in. By the time this airs, there should be links in the description if you want to contribute or get more information. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me on Twitter. Oh, and also, fuck Bob. Now into the news. The Series X and S are actually looking to be pretty solid emulation machines when using the console in developer mode. Users have been seen playing PlayStation 2 games, Nintendo GameCube games, and even Wii games with good performance. I can only imagine how far this will evolve over time, but it's really cool news for fans of retro games. The 3060 Ti is a very impressive budget / mid-range GPU at only $399, assuming you can get your hands on one. The little bastard actually trades blows with and beats in instances the 2080 Super. A 6.05 gigahertz overclock on the Ryzen 5950X was achieved, setting a new world record for overclocking. I got nothing to say other than holy shit. Control, Doom Eternal, and more have joined Game Pass, so if you haven't had a chance to check them out and you're a Game Pass subscriber, I would definitely recommend going and checking those out. Apple is being sued for feeding people full of shit. Basically, they claimed water resistance that their iPhones simply couldn't stand up to and were refusing to honor warranties on water-damaged phones. So the fuckers were fined like $12 million, and rightfully so. Elon Musk has moved SpaceX's first flight to Mars up 2 years to the year 2022. He also hopes to send an uncrewed Starship to Mars by 2024. I love space shit, so I thought this was pretty interesting. Microsoft acquired esports platform Smash.gg. No one gives a shit. PS5 Pro dual GPU has been found in a patent. Cyberpunk 2077 has a streamer mode that you'll be able to use when you play the game and stream it, where it won't play any copyrighted horse shit, so you don't have to worry about that. So if you plan on streaming the game, make sure you turn that on. 3 people left Sony Japan to form their own studio, Boca Game Studio. They were creators on games like Silent Hill and Gravity Rush. It looks like Master Chief will be making an appearance alongside Kratos in Fortnite. Yeah, I just puked in my mouth a little bit. According to Master Chief's mocap actor, Infinite is ready to go for spring 2021. Fuck yeah. So now over to Jokey in my pants for some random world news and ranting.
If I may, this is the equivalent to a boo from Mario. Like, when you're not looking at it, it's gonna kill you. Make sure you keep looking at it. One and go. Hi everyone, it's Jokey in my pants here. I'm here to regale you with news from across whatever the hell I could manage to pull up and find for this fucking show, but that's not how it's going to go today. Things might get a little uncomfortable for people. I assure you it's not me fanboying out from one thing against another. It's truly coming from a place of fanship that is just really fucking pissed off. So that's how this segment's going to go today, and I assure you I do have a couple news thingies to cover over, but we'll get to them after, because I need to get this off my chest, because this is part of the news, and it's going to lead into a whole nother thing. Dear Warner Brothers, WB, who are making the DC movies, in recent news you said all of your movies coming in 2021, which is 17 movies in total, will not only go into a theater, but also on HBO the same day. But I assume we're going to have to pay to watch it on HBO, even though we're paying for HBO. I assume that's how they're going to do it, because they're going to want to make their money back. It's how they did Mulan. Sorry, I'm really trying to compose myself before I get to the next part. But such things would be like Wonder Woman and all the DC things they were going to do, so any other, the Batman and blah, 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 are all going to be doing that, as well as Kong versus Godzilla, Godzilla versus Kong. So I guess that's something to look forward to for some people. That'll be something you can stay at home for. So if it's really terrible, you don't want to just immediately punch the nearest person near you in anger. You can just do it at home, and, maybe that's not a good thing either. I don't know. Maybe just control yourselves. Don't do what I'm about to do. Now, my next point goes to DC, please, for the love of God. If you and Warner Brothers are just going to be releasing things, I hope Wonder Woman is not what I'm hearing. Now, I haven't been the biggest fan of anything DC has done, and this is going to overall be my point in this segment here. Wonder Woman 84 early reviews, from what I was able to find, were not highly good. A lot of people just saying, like, yeah, they're trying to just kind of cling to what worked the first time around and not really expand it. But hopefully that's wrong. Hopefully there's something in here that catches your eye and, like, carries you through. I mean, yes, the villain casting choice I thought was kind of weird. She's more of a comedic actor, and I thought it was kind of weird they were putting her in the role they did. But I don't know, maybe it was going to work out, but from what I've heard so far, it's not looking like that, and that's kind of sad, only because I want to see DC do good. Yes, Marvel does good all the time, and I love their movies, but I want to see DC do good. I want it to be more than just Batman that does good all the time. Like, put effort into something. Which brings me to my next point, which is that, fuck all of you. Hashtag FNP. This is my part. Cloud, hashtag FNP. Can we include this for the DC market? Like, the DC comic fans? Because we're getting the Snyder Cut. And this is going to be a hot pile of fucking garbage that you all, like, bullied Warner Brothers into letting be made. But my point is, there's 2 hours of extra footage that wasn't in this fucking pile of garbage to begin with. And you know why? Because they gave him a $50 million budget. This is not a Snyder's version of the movie. This is a completely new movie that he's put together out of a $50 million budget. It's being put out in 4 parts over the course of next year. It's going to be about 4.5 hours, because there's 2 hours more on top of what Justice League already was, and that was not a good movie. So I can't imagine that him adding another 2 hours is going to be any fucking different to what we saw before. It's just going to be more jarbled mess, I assume. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's my rant on that part of it. Hashtag FNP to people like that, because they're starting to infect the things other than just gaming. Like, you see it everywhere, and I think we're all focused on the gaming part, but I think we should focus on all of it. Marvel fanboys who are bullying for, like, Spider-Man to be gay and things like that, just shut the fuck up with that. And the DC ones with asking for the Snyder Cut, shut the fuck up with that. It's all garbage. We don't need any of it. So yeah, that's my little rant there. A Thanksgiving news story that I missed on our last episode was that Arnold Schwarzenegger paid for 500 turkeys to be to underpaid families, families that needed a turkey and a Thanksgiving. He helped out. So he donated 500 turkeys out, and he was like, "You have a good Thanksgiving now." I like to imagine he delivered every single one by hand and was just like, I hope you enjoy this turkey I bought for you. Like, I just want to imagine that's how. It's not how it did, but I want to imagine it that way. Give me some kind of hope in this world. Also, there's a news story I didn't even bother reading. I just wanted to this person. There's a woman who wants to enhance her lips super big, and they're already like cartoonishly stupid big. Like they're not big enough. That's I imagine she talks, because I can't imagine she can open her fucking mouth anymore. I assume it'll be put up on the screen. Feel free to go check that news story out. Just this woman. Like, I'm sorry. I'm all for whatever you want to do. You're your own person, but this is just fucking stupid. Like, do you want to just be the fucking Jinx from Pokemon? Is that what we're going for? It's terrifying. It's fucking horrifying. Stop it. Anyway, on to whatever next segment there is. I don't know. Is it Chipper? Hey, Chipper. Hashtag FNB.
That's it for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to check the links in the video description. And remember to get your fanboys spayed or neutered. Later.